would like to talk about is just, I don't know how we can go about it, but how to stay hopeful or how to go around. You know, we're having buyouts at the Sun Center right now. And it's just hard to see good people go, and those people that make a lot of money. And also, how are you going to go and ask for a raise when they're firing people? So, I mean, I don't know how we want to go about it, but I just feel like it's just like you come out of school so hopeful, and then you end up in a newsroom like that, you know, people are being like,
There will be a conversation about mental health in newsrooms.
I was about to say that. Well, in general, because I noticed, I'm 24 years old, and all my friends, it's like something we've been talking about for a few months. Every single friend I've had is going through some weird depression, like all the females. Like, we're all going through some weird, like, depression, because like you said, we all got
disappointed.
We all got out of school kind of hopeful. We went to school, like, since you're little, you're trained, like, go to college, before you can get a job. And when you get out, you're just lost. And it's like, what now? And you kind of start, like, you have to be flexible. Now you have to start doing other things that you probably didn't want to do or learn. It's just, so everyone is going through, like a mini depression.
Yeah.
It's just really, it's hard.
I had my depression as well. Just I don't know if it makes you feel better, but I had as well. So I
That's the thing, that it's very common, and you feel like you're the only one, especially like when you're at work, you know. And I know when I was at the Sun Sentinel, I was going, like, I had a horrible boss, and it like sent me spiraling down, and I was lucky. Now that's her boss. But I was lucky that my friend, who was also like that was our boss, that she like understood, and I was able to go with her. But like if not, I probably would have like not made it. I don't know.
You know, when regarding bosses, I have one rule of thumb is never work for a boss you don't like and respect. Never. Because you have two hands, you can always wash dishes in a restaurant. So that's not an excuse that you cannot put money in your table. Never work for a bad boss, because he doesn't deserve your time. You are dedicating your life to him and to the company. If he's not taking, respecting you, don't work for him.
You know, one of the things, though, about jobs in the field, and, you know, and a lot of people are going through what you're talking about, is that communication is changing so much. So many new voices are getting out there, and new areas where they need people in communication. So the broader that you can experience, we talked a little bit about this at the beginning, the broader that you can provide experiences for yourself, and the more different kinds of things that you can learn, you make yourself so much more marketable in the new media. Because media are not going away, let's face it. They're just changing. And so if you look at one thing, you know, maybe you need to look at 4 or 5 different things and fit yourself in. And that's why, you know, some of the things you were talking about with learning these sorts of things and getting your skills up, you can move around more because you make yourself very marketable. That other people won't have that advantage.
Yeah, you just have to be very adaptable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Change is the name of everything today. And yes, like newspapers, print's going through a lot of cutbacks and buyouts, but there are other areas opening up.
Absolutely.
So the more flexible you can be, and the more skills you can learn, and the more, you know, you can give yourself knowledge of technology, you know, starting out, as Mariana's been telling you, how she's been learning through the process. The more of that you can do these kinds of things, you can move through them too, and move into something new. You know, 5 years from now, you may be working in an area that we don't even know about today. And that's the incredible part of the area you're in, which a lot of people, you know, can't say. So you just have to make yourself open to ideas and learning.
Yeah, that's kind of where it comes, because it's almost like a culture shock. It's like you just have to accept it and adapt and be like quick on your feet. And like, okay, I'm going to go through this little mini depression, but look, I need to survive. And I guess that's where people kind of like hit the wall. So they get kind of like stuck. So you just kind of have to like, just keep going.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, play by ear basically.
Yeah. But you can't ever get depressed because, you know, you're out there, and you remember, I said this to you earlier, you're the generation now who will be those leaders. And so prepare yourself for that and be open to it and jump in and just try everything that you can. And as Mariana was saying, if you fail, you fail. So what? You're learning. It's part of the learning process. And you're young enough where you can fail like that, and it's not going to impact you that much. You're just going to move on to something else. So, you know, use it as a learning experience.
Excellent. Absolutely. And don't feel afraid to quit your job. Because you have more power than you think, and you should put yourself out there to experiment other things. Like, I left The Guardian, it was my dream job, and I said, I'm going to Latin America, maybe I'm going to die, because I was so ignorant, I thought I was going to die. Like, you know, but I was like, I'm done. My boss is not allowing me to grow in the company. I was not the boss because I'm a woman, or because I'm younger, or because I don't fit the culture, whatever. I don't have a room to grow. So I'm leaving, and it was my dream job, and I still love The Guardian. But don't be afraid to leave your job. And the moment you are about to leave your job is the best moment to negotiate. I mean, it's like I'm leaving if you don't give me like 20% more of my salary because this is ridiculous. And if they say no, you say, okay, I'm leaving. If they really want you, they're gonna go after it. For instance, at Fusion, they laid off 60 people recently from the TV side. But then we have people, and you know that this is public, so I'm not disclosing any information, who are making millionaire salaries. And they're not necessarily are doing amazing stuff. They are there for the brand because that was one of the strategies of the company to get the name of Fusion out there. But that doesn't mean the salary of one guy can pay 10 journalists. That's a decision that they made. If they want you in specific, they will find money to pay you.
On the technical side, I'm just throwing ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested in, how now they're doing those 360 camera videos.
My team is doing.
And I'm like, my mind is just blown.
We can.
Incredible. Yeah. So I would love if we could bring somebody.
Of course we can.
Or have like a workshop on that.
We
I don't
can.
even know how those cameras work, and I'm like, this is the future. I need to learn this.
Look, we can. Like on the event 5 and 6, I'm gonna try to do a workshop on virtual reality. But this is my team, and we count on it. We can already count on it.
And I would love to bring somebody from GoPro too.
Okay, I don't know anyone, but we can get.
That's kind of my dream job. So.
GoPro.
Yeah.
GoPro the camera?
Yeah, I love that.
So what's like the angle? We have to find the angle, right, to fit. It's not just like bringing a brand. First of all, we could ask them to become sponsors of the event.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do something on virtual reality, like GoPro event.
We can use the GoPro to like cover the event, then we can go kayaking and use the GoPro.
Yeah, that's great ideas. That's great ideas.
Session on kayaks.
We're right by the bay.
The after party.
This is a great idea. And if you pitch it in a way like GoPro, we'd love to invite you to the FIU Chicas Poderosas Copenhagen event, whatever you want to call it. And we would love to use GoPro. First of all, we would like to invite you to become a sponsor. Sponsored by giving us 50 cameras, whatever. You don't need to ask just money. Give us 50 cameras to the center of Copenhagen for us to use GoPros to report. Then we're going to have an event on virtual reality. Do you have someone in-house that would love to be engaged with the media community? Like stuff, pitch it like that. And then we are arranging kayak, because we can arrange as well these activities, which are the funny part after the events. Let's go kayak with GoPros.
We've got the bay right out here.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Yeah,
can you imagine? You go there and you say, let's go GoPro kayak tour, like sponsor, and we can do that. And it's going to be amazing experience for the people that are coming to the event.
It's going to change their lives.
Yes. Right?
Malala does a beach.
Yeah, imagine Malala in a kayak with a GoPro. Yeah, let's do that. We need to start putting this together because so great ideas. And these things it's those kind of wild ideas that make the difference.
Actually, if we do it in April, isn't the fair in town? We can do something like a fun event, like with the GoPro.
What
fair.
The youth fair. It's
It's
on
on campus.
So GoPro idea could be.
it is on campus.
Really?
No, yeah, because the fair is on FIU South Campus.
Oh,
it's
wow.
part of it. So we can totally
Uh-huh.
It's actually next to the campus. We don't own that land.
Oh, well.
The president would like the land.
But it's in the
But it's
same
right next to
it
it.
takes our parking spaces.
But there's no water down there.
And Coco said investigative journalism. I would also love, I want to get into international journalism, and I
Mhm.
would love to learn how to do that, and where internationalism is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if those two can be mixed somehow, or maybe separate sessions.
Absolutely, it can be. Basically, the magic of Chicas is that it can be whatever we want. It's a place to make our dreams come true. For me, I've been bringing all the people that I dream of connecting with. And now, if you want GoPro, if you want Malala, if you want, let's bring them. Or at least let's try to bring them.
Yeah.
We just know if they can or not after we ask. But the GoPro thing, it's amazing. Imagine them giving 50 cameras for here.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go
Also,
ahead.
if you get the student base here at FIU involved, student groups will help you sponsor space here in the university for free.
Yeah.
So and then you also have a broader audience, and you could really tune in the broader audience of FIU to the Chicas Poderosas message, what the Copenhagen Sun trying to do, partnering and empowering women. So I really encourage to find a strategy to how to get students involved, because that will allow you a lot of
One of the
perks.
student organizations.
Yeah.
is the school
They can spread the
Yeah.
word too.
Mhm.
With
And
their
that's
social.
pretty easy to do.
Yeah, that's why I said we kind of need not a celebrity figure, but somebody that people know. Because, like, realistically, like, the person she was saying, yes, it might be amazing, and we might know who she is, but there's a lot of regular people who don't. So it's harder for girls to get involved with something they don't know. So you kind of have to trick them. And so, like, look, Malal's going to be here, but, like, so are these other 50
also have all
people.
this wonderful
Yeah.
stuff for you, yeah.
So then,
Absolutely.
you kind of have to trick, so that's the way to get student body involved.
Right.
So, for example, in terms of investigative journalism, which is
And
my
free food, by the way.
Exactly.
Always bring them.
yeah, like for instance, free food. We could bring a woman chef. I don't know. This is just like
Michelle Bernstein.
Yeah. She's ready.
There's
No,
also
that's a great
Adrian.
idea.
She has that. Oh yeah, Chef Adrian. Yeah,
She
local
does a
female
lot.
chef.
Paula
Yeah.
da Silva from Brazil.
Paula. Are you Brazilian? Ah, because your dress is from Brazil, right?
Yes.
Because I have the same pattern in
Farm, é da Farm.
I adoro farm. So
I know we're talking about like investigative and reporting and stuff, but I'm more interested in advertising. There's this guy named Graham Newell. He does emotional marketing, which I think helps a lot
Wow.
in terms of investigative reporting as well, and just creating packages, because you're able to appeal to your audience through that emotion.
that's amazing.
aspect.
And who is this guy? Where is he
Graham
based?
Newell. I think he lives in Washington State, I think. But he has this whole website called 601 Communications. And he does a lot of seminars and stuff, and he travels the world kind of like teaching.
So we have to invite him.
Yeah. So, and he's really good. And I mean, not only does he do like marketing, but he just teaches you how to engage with your audience.
Cool.
So,
I hate to interrupt.
year.
Hillary
Clinton.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to go back to Fusion.
Oh, really?
That's important.
This afternoon.
Really?
But I have
Thank you so much.
But I will look.
Thank you.
awesome. I sent you an email.
All right.
I want to have lunch.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I will see you in Fusion.
Yeah. Where do you work? Which department?
Snapchat.
Ah, okay, cool. With Anna. Ah, with Cisel. Perfect. So see you there.
Text me. I'll text you.
Okay, because I have your number.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes,
See.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, sir.
Here?
7 p.m. Yes, here, right?
Okay.
I think so.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Why don't you guys include me in the WhatsApp group? So I need, when you guys need the space and stuff, and you want to include me.
My friend Rachel just started.
Ah, she works with me in my team.
Yeah, I'm at the Sun Sentinel.
Ah, really?
We miss her, but
Ah, let's take a
I know she's
picture.
better.
She's in my team. And she came to Rome. What is, because she asked me if a friend could come. Was it you?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry that we didn't have the budget at the end because we had so much more people than we expected.
That's awesome. I was